Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. We're still at the beach houses, and today I would really like to extend these houses all the way down. I don't know how many we can fit in. 6 maybe is our sort of goal. It looks like maybe 7 or 8 at an estimate though. But that would be a nice perfect amount for this beach house. Let's turn the shaders off. And I noticed something that's going to get a little bit in the way, and it's the fact that this leaf sticks out further than what I would really like it to. If I could get that leaf to sit back a block by not doing that, by actually removing the wood in order to let it sort of fall down, I think that would really help. At the back here it doesn't really matter, but it just keeps that side flush, then makes it a little bit easier for us later on. So we want to select this as our first corner. We're going to jump straight into it today, no time wasting. And we want to go all the way up to this corner up here. And I want to get in just the hedge, not the lamppost. That looks to be about in line. And where do we want to stand? Where's going to be the best place to stand? The best place to stand would be on this side, on the path in front of this one, on this very block. We're going to copy it. 7,000 blocks. That's actually not that many. We're going to come over here and we're going to paste it -A so we don't get anything weird happen. And excellent, we get the path line exactly where we wanted it, next to the hedge. I need to take out the curb and the lamppost so the cars can get in, but that's not a problem. I can do it afterwards. We still have this little gap between us, so they're not attached, they're still detached, but you can sort of talk to your neighbours across the way with it. It actually doesn't look too bad with them even being exactly the same houses. Like if you'd done 6 or 7 of those and just changed the leaves. Oh, I didn't get the tops in. That doesn't matter. It does matter. It would be handy. Okay, not a problem. And yeah, and the path joined up at the back as well. But yeah, it wouldn't look too bad if they were all exactly the same, would it? It wouldn't look bad. Alright, we just need to undo that because I left out the this top layer here, and it's a little important. It'd be nice to just be able to do it all in one hit. So we'll go from there to there and then do the same thing now that we know that the whole project idea works. And you know what, I could save myself some time taking out this lamppost and just putting this straight in. Right, and then if I come out here again, sorry guys, and go all the way to there. I can't tell what's in line. Is that in line? I think it's there. We'll do it there. That one. It'll get everything apart from the tarmac, and that's not a problem. So we'll stand now here. Copy 8,000 blocks, stand here, paste -A, and boom, it all looks pretty good. All I've got to do now, hopefully, is remove this. Yeah, and we get the driveway already built in for us. Perfect. So we want to have, and the top's all good, yeah, and the back's all good. Just double check, make sure I've done everything right. Yeah, perfect. So we want to go all the way down with these. I'm just going to keep them all the same for the minute. It won't permanently. It just lets me know how many we're going to have in, how different we need to make some of these to be. It gives us a good idea on how it's sort of going to look, I suppose. Oops. I think it's really cool. You can fit 2 cars in this driveway, which is nice. Paste. Take this one out. How close are we to that road now? We're okay. Paste. I think I can get another one in before we hit what I think would be a good place to stop. If we wanted another factory and a bit more industrial in. Paste. Yeah. Then that way I should be able to build another factory, or another 2 factories potentially. Make that a little bit more of a residential, a little bit more of an industrial area. 1 and 2, and then put some sort of break in between it so the factories don't touch the houses. Some sort of park or large walkway or something in between to separate them out. How many did we get? We got 6 in the end, which was our goal. And like I said, it doesn't look bad whatsoever with them all being exactly the same build. Even with the leaves all exactly the same, I think, in my opinion, it looks pretty smart, especially with all the driveways down there like that. I think that looks pretty cool from the outside. It looks pretty smart as well, but let's try and change it up a little bit. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to take away the balcony on this one. So we're going to, I think, just remove these blocks. Oops, not that one. These ones, obviously. The leaves can stay. They can shorten them up, though. That one. If it doesn't work, I can always just paste the house back in. But I would like the houses to have a little bit of difference between them. It doesn't need to be a huge amount. Did I grab all the slabs? No, I didn't. Like that. And I need to block the door off. I need to put actually a block around here. Sorry, and then put these on here so it looks like the same style roof as the actual roof, you know, with the grey on top, but still keeps a nice grey for the ceiling of the floor below, like that. Still looks smart from down there. We want to remove all of this, so these leaves do need to go, and a freeze. Oh, so many clicks. It looks so weird when you see like 2 slabs next to each other like that, doesn't it? It always throws me well off. And these ones, we'll change the color of it too at the end. That's like a last second change. We have this and these going down here. These going over the edge. Hello. And then these can run all the way around the top of this building now, because it's not actually that far, and it gives a little bit of detail to the top of this building. Otherwise it looks a little bit plain. I'm going to get some leaves falling down here. I'll just stick them in there. And as you can see, it makes that one look a little bit different to the ones either side of it, don't you see? There's just a little tiny subtle change. Makes the roof a little bit smaller as well. I think it looks pretty cool, apart from the fact that this leaf is exactly the same as that leaf now. So we shall just edit that. I don't think I like the idea of them being all perfectly the same. We'll put a little bit of a fall over the top of this one. Put a little bit of a counterbalance over it. And we'll just do it like that. Yeah. See? Looks pretty cool. For the colour, it doesn't really matter what colour we go for, in all honesty. We'll go from here. And because it's a square, it makes it super simple to do anything like this. And we want to replace 159 with whatever colour we want. If we stick with clay, I think it'll look the best. We don't want to go too layering. We don't want to go into yellows. Well, yellows could work, but I don't want a second rainbow row. Clay, normal clay would work. This sort of light stained grey is a little close to this one, but it might just make a difference. The hardened clay would work. The brown clay would maybe be a little bit close to the clay of the wood. Let's try 159.12. Replace 159 with 159. Oops, 159 with 159.12. Oh, hang on. Undo. I know what I done. Replace 159 with 159.12. Yeah, that's a little bit too much brown. This I think I mentioned that last episode. Too much brown is a terrible, terrible thing. Clay. Let's just try normal clay, which is 82. You know, I don't like that either. Undo it. That surprised me. Clay. 159.8. Okay, I like that one. It's a nice subtle change. It's not like too close on the brown scale. I think I like that one. We shall do the same thing over on this one. I might change that little bit of sand over there to grass as well. Clay we want. Let's try the cyan one from 159.9. We want with very modern colours. We're not trying to make this all colourful. That works. I like that. Even goes quite well with the brown. Yeah, this sand right here, I might change this to grass. I think it looks a little bit weird having the sand like that, doesn't it? That's an easy fix for us to do as well. We'll have clay, hardened clay, 172. Yeah, I like that already as well. I actually really like that. Yeah, see those four, even though they're the same house, apart from like one that's a little bit different, they look pretty decent. I'm actually really pleased. We can have another one of these cream ones, and then we'll have another cyan one. Because I don't think there was any more colours that I really like the look of. So we shall have these to there, and then the cyan 159.9. Perfect. Okay, that looks pretty darn decent. I want to have 3 different types, 2 of each type. So I want 2 full ones, which is that one. It's going to be the first one, obviously, and the orange one. I want 2 like that, which is going to be that one and this cyan one. And then I want a third style for... Hang on. That one. That one. That one. That one. Yeah. And then the third style for the remaining 2. So we want to just take away everything that I did before and make this building look exactly like that one. I'll be back. Okay, so now this one is exactly the same shape and size and everything as this one, just a different color. This one we're keeping the same as the orange one, which means this one and this one I want to look the same but different to everything else that we've done so far. And the way that I think we're going to do that is I could potentially just shorten the balcony. Then we get some different ins and outs. I'm looking at a picture. It's a really bad image quality, so I can't really pick anything up of the GTA 5 style houses, but it really doesn't show me much. Yeah, no, I know what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to reduce the distance of the balcony by 1 block. It might not seem like a huge difference. I'm going to reduce this down by 1 block. This one there. To anywhere here, really. There. And we'll just cut. And paste -A. So what that's done is it's pulled the path over, unfortunately, but oh well. We have this back here. I'll leave this gap here because it's going to be grass anyway. So that's not only sort of shrunken it up a little bit and made a little bit of a difference. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to change the top to have a little bit of a sloped edge on it. That'll really make the big difference. So we definitely want to remove these. Did I do it all the way down? Nope. I always forget like a little tiny slither, don't I? Take out the iron bars on the top. We want to take them all the way back to here. And then replace this. Ow, I had a little twinge in my knee then. Do you ever get that? Like a random... Ow, I'm getting it again. It's like a little electric shock. That got me good then. Whew, I think I'm okay. What do they call that? Is it, some form of... oh, what's the word? Cramp. Is it some form of cramp? Haven't had enough salt or too much salt. I haven't had anything to eat today, so it's probably that I haven't had enough salt, if I can think of anything. There we go. And then what we want to do is just put a little bit of a slope on here. So for the slope, I think we'll keep with the block that we've been using for this kind of thing. And it's going to come up here and joins up perfectly. How about that? That one. This one. This one. Oops. All the way along. Computer needs a reboot. I'm rendering videos in the background as well. More videos. There and here. Ooh, and then this could join up to there. Hey, that looks pretty smart. That looks pretty smart. Yeah, you see, a little touch like that just makes all of them then look a little bit different from each other. They're different colours. There's only actually 3 different types of building, but they just all look that little tiny bit different. So let me do the same on that one, and I shall be back again. And there we go. So we've got our 6 beach houses in there. I really like them. I changed the sand around the edge of the houses to grass. It looks a little bit weird at the minute. It sort of looks even weirder, but once we get some plants down around those, it'll look even better. I've also added 2 blocks of sand along the edge of the path here, but I want to extend this because I want to get palm trees in there. I want to get a little bit of a wall in there, and I think I want to curve the path around the path out a little bit. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. We go from here to here, and we'll stand here, copy, paste, paste, oops, paste, 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 paste. I think that looks a little bit better. We shall then sort of try and smooth this in so it doesn't look like a giant mess. Like that. I think that looks pretty smart. Down this side, we don't want it to be a completely straight edge. So what we're going to do is just add some sections of where it goes out a little bit wider and then a little bit in. Sort of like how the coast, how the what is tide? That's it. The tide would sort of shape the sand line. Can't get my words out today. I'm really struggling. We'll have these down here. I haven't been up too long. I'm going to blame it on that. I'm going to blame it on a little bit of early morning tiredness with a burp in the middle. There we go. Fill this side up so it doesn't look quite as instant. And then we'll have this like so. Okay, now what we want to do is have some sort of wall that comes around here. Nice and sort of curvy wall, I think, where we can put some palm trees in. It's a little bit tricky to do. I don't know what block we should use. Maybe a quartz block, like a chiseled quartz block or something like that. We'll have chiseled quartz block, and we'll have 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 oops 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 and then we go back in again. So it gives just a little bit of a sort of expensive feel is what I'm thinking, and I can probably extend this out a little bit further than 5 just to get it. No. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Like that. Okay, so we get a little bit of these sort of arches going on. Obviously, we want to fill up the middle area here with the correct blocks. So we're going to go from this one. I can do this one all in one hit. Change all these up. We can put some like little benches and things like that in here. Set 1 1 2. That one. To that one. You guys get the gist. I'm going to do that. I'll be back. I've just been planting some flowers here, all kinds of different ones, making the fronts of the houses look a little bit nicer, and the backs of the houses I've done the same thing for. I've got one more house. I tried the sunflowers, but the sunflowers always face the stupid hedge because obviously the sun's that way. But yeah, out the front now, it looks a little bit nicer, a little bit, I don't know, well kept out the front here. On the back side, I really like how all the backs of the houses look different. The fronts of the houses I kept the same, so when you're driving down this road, it looks all uniform, but then the backs have a little bit of difference. I love that front with all the driveways. I don't know why I like that so much, but how each one sort of goes off like that is really cool. And then on the back here, I thickened up the wall and I placed a carpet on top that goes all the way around, just to give a little bit of a top to it. And then I've put down some flowers along these. Obviously, the ones that are 1 block thinner, I was able to put flowers along this front here, but because there's trapdoors there, it doesn't allow me to put anything on them. I tell you what I can do, though, is maybe change it to podzol. Set 3-2. I think that looks a little nicer. It looks like little mini like flowers or dirt or something in there, doesn't it? Yes. I don't think many people would do that, would they? Hey, you come to my channel for unique content. Yeah, no, I think that makes a huge difference. That looks really nice. It now makes sense that there's grass on the backside here. And then what we want to do is, I think on anywhere where it goes in, we're going to remove those 3 blocks. So we have access onto the beach, on and off the beach. And we shall just mix in a little bit of the stone. So it looks like the sort of sand has sort of run into it a little bit. So it's like it's concrete under here, you know, like the path block underneath it, but it's just sort of a little bit covered up. Yep, I think that looks smart. And then palm trees in here with some benches. Let's go with the benches. They're easy to do first. Couch. This one right here. And we'll have one there. No. One here. And one there. One here, and one there, one here, and one here. Leaving us a nice area in the middle for a palm tree. I'm glad this is the last video that I have to record today, because it looks like my computer needs a good old reboot. We'll use this one to go around the bottom of the palm tree. Round the bottom of the palm tree. Logs. We want them to go up. And then have a little bit of a curve going on them like a palm tree does. We'll have it going around this way. Like this. I think that looks pretty smart. Leaves, always go with oak leaves. I always go with oak leaves for these. And we're going to start off with a little tree top like this. We're then going to extend the tree top out like this. We're then going to go underneath it and do a little bit of a ring. I always build these different every time, but it's there's sort of a method to my madness. Fill these and it makes it look a little bit thicker. And then we're going to come out the sides here. Random amounts, don't make them all the same, make them all a little bit different. Like that one. That one. Have that on a little bit like a derpy one. It's sort of faded a little bit. Didn't get enough sun. And then come off the corners as well. This one. That one. That one. And that one. So we got ourselves a little palm tree. I don't like how that one's faded as much as it has. We'll bring that one out a little bit more. There we go, that looks better. So we've got ourselves a little tiny palm tree. Well, not a tiny palm tree, it's a palm tree in here. We'll grab ourselves some wool. We want brown and we want yellow for ripe and unripened coconuts. I nearly said potatoes for some reason. They're not potatoes. Palm trees do not grow potatoes. If your school ever asks you, that is incorrect. So we want to have another 2 of these. Slab. Well, you guys know how to do it. I'll do that and I should be back. Alright, and just finishing off the last palm tree here. They're all facing in different directions. They weren't copied and pasted. They are like all completely different. Stick some coconuts in there because it always looks nice. I don't like that. I like them being off center. And the same under here. I like 2 ripe coconuts and 1 unripened coconut. And I think that looks pretty smart, right? Down the back here. It looks a little bit weird because it's sort of on its own. But once everything else all blends in, we get this path to continue on past these houses and sort of run it all the way down. Maybe even around the stadium would be nice. That could look cool if that path comes out, goes around the stadium, blend that all in. Mwah. Yeah, really like it. Okay, Rooftop access, we'll just do that on a couple of these, probably just the largest ones. The two biggest ones would probably be the best. The way that we're going to do this is we're going to grab some sort of different coloured block to really make it stand out. Probably this, no, stone, no, we could do it the same building as the same color as the building that we're doing it on then. Okay, this is nice and easy to do as well. We just carve out a little hole, oops, like this. We want it 3 blocks high. So then we can put where a door would go in. A door would go in there. It's a little bit too small. We need to go 1 block higher. So you would be able to get down there if you weren't, like, if it wasn't Minecraft. And no, I can take that off and we'll just use slabs on the top. Slabs. 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 Along here. Keep the same grey. And I'm going to make it hang over the front and the back and the sides. No, just the front and the back. I'm going to make it hang over like this. Makes a little bit of a rooftop sort of access look. We'll do the other one on this one, but I'm going to face it the other way and do it at the front of the building instead. So it's going to come down here. Was it only 3 blocks? Yeah, it was only 3 blocks. Good. So we have that, this, and this. Slabs over the top and the back, but not over the sides. And there we go. We get a couple of like little rooftop accesses there. Again, just makes that stand out even more, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. That stadium, when that goes in here, get the path to wrap around the side. Yeah, all the way to the pier, maybe. Very Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? Because that part in Grand Theft Auto, there is a bicycle path on these beach houses that do lead to the GTA 5 pier in that direction as well. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty totally unintentional, but I really like that. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. Next episode, we'll likely be back at the racetrack again. To work on that a little bit more. I'm really enjoying that part of the world, so I don't want to stop with that. That's what it looks like on the map. And I'm very pleased. Benches down there. Bike. You need a couple of bikes down here, don't you? Hey? Oops, yeah, I forgot that you can punch them. We can ride them too. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Parkour! Bye!